Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next performer is someone that is very dear to my heart, my wife's, and to my wife. And actually, I could spend a lot of time talking about this gentleman because if it was not for him, I would not have learned how to play the ukulele. I was totally lost. I tried learning from my friends. They couldn't teach me because I couldn't even strum. And now I'm 15 years old, and they said, Roy, you'll never learn how to play the ukulele. Give it up. I couldn't even strum one chord in rhythm. I was totally out of sync. And then there's Herb Ohta Jr. said his father recorded a song called Sushi. That song caught my attention on the radio so much that I fell in love with the song, even if I didn't know how to play the ukulele. And by chance, my best friend told me, hey, Roy, there's an ad in the paper, learn from Ohta-San. So I went to see him and asked him if he would teach me. And he took me under his wing, and he started to teach me how to play the ukulele. Not playing, but he taught me how to understand the musical writings. That was a blessing to me because if he tried to teach me rhythmically, I would have been lost. So I want to thank Ohta-san because not only did he teach me to play the ukulele, but he did so much more. He mentored me in my life because I was a lost child. I got into a lot of trouble, and that may come out someday. Not serious things, but enough that I was lost. And he had a firm grip on me, and he told me, you're going to learn from me. You follow what I tell you. He was a disciplinarian, but it was exactly what I needed. This gentleman, Ohta-san, is the most prolific ukulele player in the world, I believe, bar none. His amazing ability to play any type of songs is a gift. And I remember asking him many years ago, I said, Ohta-san, what is the secret to playing the ukulele? You play it so well. And he looks at me, he's a man of few words. He said, play from your heart. I did not understand that, and for years, I tried to understand what is playing from the heart mean. And I finally figured it out. I found it in my heart. And trust me, when you play from your heart, the most simplest things can sound so touching to other people. It was a gift that he said to me in words that I've used in teaching my students and to everyone that I get an opportunity to play for, which is very hardly ever. But thank you to Ohta-san. So right now, you're going to see a little video of Ohta-san playing. His son filmed this along with Craig at his place. Enjoy.
This song is dedicated to Angel Pena and Nando Swan, who's not feeling well. This song is a Filipino song. It's called Manang Biday, translated, my sister-in-law. The song is called Aloha Tokyo. It's written by Harry Haida. Congratulations to Roy and Kathy for the 51st festival this year.
Wow, that was Ohta-San that you just heard. 86 years old and still loves to play the ukulele. And before we move on with the show, I just want to share a couple of things about Ohta-San. Is that he is the only musician from the state of Hawaii to be invited to the Lionhampton Jazz Festival, which is on the mainland. And it was at that concert he played two songs. A bass player volunteered to play with him, not knowing who Ohta-San was. He turned out to be one of the great bass players in America, Christian Fabian. After that performance, Christian Fabian went up to Ohta-San and said, "I will play with you anywhere in the world." He was so captivated by Ohta-San's playing ability on this small ukulele. And they have traveled together. They have traveled to Japan and elsewhere to play the ukulele. And as I said earlier, Ohta-San has recorded almost 80 albums worldwide. That's almost 1,000 songs of all different genres. He is truly a master of the ukulele. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you back to the year 1956, when Ohta-San was invited to play on the #1 television show in the U.S. It was the Ed Sullivan Show. And here is Ohta-San playing Malagueña.
He is one of Hawaii's living treasures. We're very proud of Ohta-San, the way he plays, his styling, but most important, he does it from Napu'oi, from the heart. So Ohta, come on, one more time.
I have a special request at this time.
You do?
There's a song that Ohta-San performs that I think really shows you what this gentleman can do on the ukulele. In fact, he performed this song way back on the Ed Sullivan Show. And I think we'd be honored if he could perform
What's the
that
name of the song?
Well, we'd like to feature Ohta-San if we could have you play for us the song entitled Malagueña.
And you'll notice, when Ohta plays the ukulele, his fingers will never leave his hand. Well, ladies and gentlemen, watch Mr. Ohta on the ukulele. Malagueña!
Ohta-San! Woo!
Oh my God!
Ohta-San.
Stand up, think about Ohta. Stand up, think about.
And ladies and gentlemen, he has sold,
Look.
and for you, those of you visiting the island, he has
It
sold
came out of this small
recorded
ukulele.
over
24 strings.
78 CDs worldwide. He has
My God,
recorded
yes,
78
please.
CDs.
Oh, God.
And his top song sold, a song for Anna sold over 2 million copies. He is the master of the ukulele, ladies and gentlemen. And my teacher, he was my teacher, Ohta-San.
Ohta and Nando.
Wow. Well, that was Malagueña by Ohta-San. You know, I was watching that video, and it brings back so many stories about all the things that he shared with me to help me through my journey in learning the ukulele. And there's a really interesting thing that I want to share with you is that I was talking to this jazz musician, and Ohta-San was on stage playing a jazz number. And then the guy stops talking to me and he starts listening. He said, "Listen to that." And I said, "What? Did you hear what it just did?" And I'm thinking, "Oh, what?" He said, "He played 3 notes and he was already swinging." He says, "How does he do that?" You know, he starts off with 3 notes and he's already swinging. And this musician said, "I've been practicing this for my whole life, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get it swinging so quickly." Ohta-San did it so naturally in 3 seconds. And it just shows this gift that this gentleman has. And that's why I say he's going to go down as, I believe, you know, if not the greatest ukulele player that ever picked up that instrument. But there's some youngsters coming along, and they're right here on this stage that someday may go into his footsteps and get there with him, because he is truly the master of the ukulele. And for those of you that don't know, in 1974, his song, "Song for Anna," sold over 6 million copies. And it's a worldwide song that everybody recognizes now. So I hope you get to listen to that song by Ohta-San. Okay, we're going to